Hi, this is Abul Hussain coming to you direct from London, the United Kingdom, and welcome to another episode of the SMMA Mastermind podcast, where we talk about how you can start or scale your digital marketing agency. And we also bring on guests to talk about their subject matter expertise that can help you deliver excellent results for your clients. Now, if you are watching this episode outside of our Facebook group, make sure to find the link above or below this video, or go to smmamastermind.com, especially if you are in this agency community. Now, today I have a very special guest joining me all the way from Miami, and we are going to talk about SEO versus paid ads. What is the right approach for your business? What is the right approach for your clients? His name is Simon Chocron, and he is the CEO of VIP Tech Consulting. Simon, welcome to the show.
How are you? Thank you for joining me in the show. I'm from Miami, basically. I'm a CEO of VIP Tech Consulting. We are a web development and digital marketing agency. We're specialized basically in regarding of marketing. We are basically specialized on SEO and ads. And the idea of this conversation is basically to talk about the SEO and the ads. Why I choose to talk about this?
Mm-hmm.
It's because I usually have customers that
well, you have jumped into the topic there, Simon. Before we jump into the topic for today, how about an introduction into, I suppose, who you are, what is VIP Tech Consulting, and how did you get into the digital marketing space?
I'm a system engineering. I'm in Venezuela. I born there and studied there. I have a master on consulting, and also I have two masters. One is for SEO and marketing, and I'm also finishing right now in Spain also one to be digital trafficker. It sounds weird because it's a new profession basically, but that profession basically it's to bring you traffic through pay ads. But usually the people when they say to the people that, they say, well, usually that's the way that it is. Marketing is to bring traffic with ads that are paid for. But it's different because the idea that we have right now, it's the market right now, usually the people made a mistake because as you see in the social media, the platforms like TikTok and the stories of Instagram are growing incredibly. That the reason of that is that the people don't have the time, the attention is reduced, meaning the people right now don't have the time to see long videos or read long stories. I mean, you can see it even if you in your daily basis. The people when they are seeing a Netflix movie, they go they go to the kitchen to eat. You have the time. So the idea basically that we are doing right now in the new profession that I'm right now I'm doing, it's basically to bring the ideal customers to your business, to your customer, and to focus real in basically in what is looking for in a fast way. Meaning we are going straight to the point and try to convince you in a matter of seconds that we are looking for is what you really need, because we know that the time of the people is not enough. The people have a lot of things to do, and or they have the patience to read. So we are trying to, in a matter of seconds, to bring the people, the attention, the people, and then based on that, generate customers to our customers, basically.
Right.
That's what I'm doing right now. That short story of my company and of me.
Okay. No, that's awesome. That's awesome. So the main topic of the day, SEO versus paid ads. You know, I suppose, what's your take on this? Are you someone who promotes SEO over paid ads, or do you prefer paid ads compared to SEO, or, you know, where do you stand?
It's a good question, really. It's a very good question. That's the same question that my customers ask to me, because usually they think that they need to invest or in SEO or in ads. And the thing that they don't understand is that they need to work in both. Why is the reason of that? Because when you make SEO, when you create content for your website, the growing of your SEO is kind of slow. If you see in a graphic, it's like going like this. It's like it's start growing little by little until you have authority with your content. And that's why the people, they don't see results with SEO immediately. It's very difficult to generate results in 2 weeks or 1 week or 3 weeks. And even if the market that you are dealing with is well, high competition, competition, it's very complicated, because there is huge companies fighting with the same keyword that you are fighting, and it's not easy to generate traffic using SEO. So at that point, the people need to do ads. Why? Because the ads is like the starting of the ads. It's like this. Yeah, it's in a peak, but during the period of time, you see that the CPC increased, the cost per click increased. Those keywords that you choose in order to do the ads, the price of those keywords increase. And if your business is not making enough money, in a very, let's say, in a couple of months, you will not have enough money to continue putting money on ads in order to compete with the other people. At that moment, if you see, I can draw it with you. If you see it in a graphic, I can put it in a graphic. It's like let's say it's like this, you know. It's in a certain moment of the point, you see here. If
Yes.
you see over here, you see that, for example, there's a moment in the SEO and the PPC are crossed, and if you don't have the enough SEO to that point, right, the competitors in your
Mhm.
market, they're going to really uh, remove you from the market. Basically, there is
Mhm.
there is no way that you can continue
So
doing business,
what's your
because
graph
you don't have
shows?
then.
Yeah, so your graph, that's showing that your SEO traffic goes up and your PPC traffic comes down,
Yes,
is it?
really, exactly.
Right.
And that the reason of that is first of all because when you start bidding for keywords on the ads, it's important the keywords start grow, the price start increase. The CPC is higher. Huge companies have the competition with the same keywords, and for that reason, the price is growing. And at that point, you have enough money to continue putting money. So if you have an SEO working at the same time that the ads, you will there is a moment that you will see that you don't have enough money for ads. Your SEO is so poor that you are really doing nothing with your marketing. Doing nothing with your marketing, you are not generating any customers. That with your own resources, meaning you can also bring companies that generate leads or for you, and you can start doing another strategies. But if you are trying to do it ads and SEO, that is the point of this conversation. You need to know that you need to do both. It's impossible to do only one. And this is a common question that people ask me, and it's a very good question. And for example, there is travel agencies. When they told me, travel agencies, they do a lot of ads. So
Mhm.
and the beat of those ads are very high. Now, for example, if you are selling, for example, tickets for an airplane or hotels, or the room for hotels, there is huge companies, Booking.com, and those companies that really put a lot of money on ads. So the people told me, what is the point to do ads on that market, if they will, it's impossible to compete with those big companies, with the booking or those or the airlines. It's impossible to beat. Do you have enough money? Because the $40, there is maybe you can find clicks for $100, clicks for one click, and that click, it doesn't mean that you bring the customer. The meaning of that is that you bring a customer from the Google to your website, but that doesn't mean that you are going to convert that customer in money. So at that point, my suggestion is to use the ads not for purposes of selling. You know that in keywords there are two types of keywords. That transactional keywords, that the meaning is the one that you sell, and the keywords are for information. For example, if I want to go to London right now, I can make a paid ad, that instead of buy with us the cheapest tickets for an airplane, I can make an ad. It's, for example, the best places to go when you are in London, or the best restaurant when you're in London, or the best museums near you. So when the people go there, because they are looking for information, when you go to travel to a place, usually you want to have a plan. No, I want to see what we will do, if I'm going to go this place, that place, that's the main thing. So you use that traffic for information. The people is looking for information. There's a lot of people information.
What you're saying essentially is, when somebody is kind of wants to use PPC and they're in a competitive market where it costs like $100 a click, rather than go for the transactional keywords, target information keywords that your prospect might be also looking for. So if someone's looking to fly to London, they'll also look for things to do in London, where to eat in London, stuff like that. But the question I have for you then is, you're going to be spending money to bring those people onto the website. How do you know that they will convert at any time soon, and then they will actually buy from you?
Basically, what I do with the customer is something that is called heat maps. I don't know if you know heat maps and scroll maps. There is a lot of programs that you put in your website to track basically the people that is in your website, and you with those programs you can track the behavior of that people. So the idea when you launch a marketing plan, you can launch it and go to sleep. You need to track it day in and day out to see what is happening. To put money, change one thing here, one thing there. It's not like you put it and it's wrong and that's in 2 weeks we talk again. No, that's not the way to do it. You need to go day in and day out to track what is happening. And one of the things that you track on that is the heat map and the scroll map. And you see, for example, if you're doing PPC and in an informational way to bring people to your website, that you are going to provide them information, good information about places to eat in London, right? But you introduce on that content a few links that for them in order to buy from you or from your affiliates a ticket or whatever. You can see with that map, scrolling, hitting map or scroll map, if the people is really going there, the people making click on there. If you see that it's not working, then it's the time to do A/B test. They make A/B test to present the same page in 2 different ways, like an A version and a B version. You launch it to both on the market, and you see which one react better. At that point, okay, you say, okay, this is the better version. Let's work with this version because it converts more than the other one. But there is no magic here. It's everything is. There is no magic, and no one can tell you I'm a guru and I can tell you this one is going to work. There's no such a way. You need to really track day in and day out what is happening with different tools that usually all the marketing companies have. in order to bring you results. Otherwise, it's impossible.
Hmm. And if you were working with, say, a brand new company, a startup that doesn't have a big budget, they have a brand new website, so they don't have the Google rankings or the domain authority, what approach would you take for them to start getting some customers?
It's a good question, and because to be honest with you, there is in every market there is a niche that is not attended in every market. So if you want to start, you can start fighting with someone that is a monster in a certain market or in a certain area of the market. And for the reason, you need to first understand what is your your buyer persona, basically. That is important, because when you know who is the person that you want to sell your product or you offer your service, you need it's very important to know what is the things that really hurt him. Let's say, for example, let's say in a doctor, for example, I'm starting a new practice for me for let's say massage, for example, let's say,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
there is a brands in the market that that it's good brands, chains of massage companies that are really in the market, and it's hard to fight with those companies. So the idea basically is that you need to investigate what they're doing wrong, what they are doing wrong. For example, let's say, for example, the wait time on those places is not good, or the massage are not really effective, or for example, or different things that you can find over there. And when you make them the marketing campaign, you need to start talking about what the people they are not happy with, in order to have the attention of them. If let's say for example, if you used to go to a massage place and you like to go because you are every day with people sitting in a chair talking with people, at the end of the day your back it's hurting you, right? And then you usually go to a place, to different places, and then really the lady that is taking care of you really is not nice, or they are in a rush always, or they so you feel like you like a number. You don't feel like a customer, you feel like a number. So if you have the ability to communicate to the people that if you go to my place, we have a training staff. It's going to take care of you in a proper way. They will give you the proper time that you deserve, right? And I prove you that reviews, with reviews of other people. That's the better way in order to start a business, because you are focusing, instead of fighting with them in what they're doing good, we are fighting with them in what they are doing wrong. And you're going to that way in order to bring people to your business. That in my opinion, this is the better way to work right now.
No, that makes perfect sense. Now, we're very quickly running out of time here, but you've shared a lot of great insights. Now, if someone wants to find out more about what you do or read about more about what you do, where's the best place to find you?
My website right now, we are creating a new website right now, more interactive. And right now, if you want to kind of reach me, they can contact me at info@viptechconsulting.com. Info@viptechconsulting.com. And once the website is ready, I will launch it everywhere, so they can see my work, my the people saying about me, the reviews and everything.
Okay, that's absolutely awesome. On that note, Simon, thank you very much for your time.
No, my pleasure. I really enjoyed your time, and thank you for everything, and I hope that I can help the people with my knowledge.